Welcome Wonders to Told You What Colors. My name is Jennifer and today is part 2 of my October completed pages, unless I did something wrong. So I had to split up my completed pages for October because I did so many buddy colors and my phone couldn't handle putting up all the images on the screen because I do all my editing on my phone. So I'll share with you really quick my stats like I did in part 1. I completed in total 27 pages for October. I did 10 out of 12 of my buddy colors. I colored in 17 different coloring books. 11 of those were untouched and I created 7 whips. So I'm just going to show my completed pages, and the first book that I have to share with you is Daydreams by Gabby Wolf. I did 2 pages in this book and I have 1 more to go, and it'll be my first completed coloring book. So the first one I want to share is this one here. So this one I saved for October because of the pumpkins, and this was one of the first pages that I did in October, so I was really excited to color pumpkins. But you can see how much I didn't enjoy coloring pumpkins throughout the month as my pumpkins got less and less more exciting. But this was a pretty generic page, very simple. Did a little bit of details on the images and then flat backgrounds for each section, and that was really fun. I love her pages that have these little sections in them and how she includes these little flowers and leaves along the sides. I really do love that. So that was all alcohol marker for that one. And then the second one that I completed for October in this book was this one here. And I tried to be a little bit different with this and get different colors on there. I'm really trying to learn more about these alcohol markers. So I'm trying to test colors together. So I picked out orange, purple, and 2 greens, maybe 3 greens. No, I think just 2 greens. So orange, purple, a light green, and a darker green, and blended them together for the leaves. And I really enjoyed how that turned out. So yeah, just want to experiment and branch out more to learn more about how colors interact with each other as far as these alcohol markers go. So sometimes you got to take a simple page like this to explore more. When it's a page you don't really necessarily care too much about, you have that sense of freedom, if you will, to be a little bit more adventurous. So that's what I did here, and I love the outcome. All right, next up was a buddy color book that I have with my daughter. So this was the first book that I got for ourselves last year in October. I don't consider it my first adult coloring book because I had no idea what I was doing, and it's AI. But because I got it for both of us, we still enjoy coloring in it. So we did 5 pages out of this last month. So the first one that we did, I'm going to do it like this so that I don't have to put her pages up on the screen since I have the book right here in front of me. There we go. So the first one we did was the spider, and this one was a lot of fun. I tried experimenting more with like a splatter effect in the background, so just like coloring but like stippling and dotting my line work out as it comes out, and it gives it kind of like a splatter effect. So yeah, I love her purple, teal, and pink colors together. I really enjoyed that. So we both colored in separate areas of the room, and then when we were done we showed each other. We were really excited to do that. So we managed to get 5 pages done together in this book. Next up is the Jester. She picked this one for us to color. I didn't really want to color it, especially with the AI lines. It's really aggravating to color. These checker marks weren't very clear on the page, so you kind of had to make up your own way for it. But I say we both managed fairly well with it. I added a little bit of like the makeup art to my little Jester, and she did a really good job with hers. I love the orange mixed with this bright like electric blue on hers, so that's really fun. So we did that one. And then I'm pretty sure she ended up picking almost all the ones that we did last month. I was like, but you just got to pick. And she's like, but I really want to do this one. Okay, we'll do this one. So we did the skeleton together, and I decided to add in like a little square background to mine, but not be too serious. I mean, each of these pages, all of these pages probably took about 10 minutes for us to color. So very simple, easy, quick to get through. But it's coloring with her, so it made it so much more enjoyable. Otherwise, I would have just stashed this to her. She was really excited at the end that we both had yellow in our teeth. So she thought that was really cool. And then we did this next page. Oh my goodness. It's just awkward because I have the two books. But it's the best way for me to do it right now. Okay, so the next page is the gargoyle, and I wanted to go with a like brighter blue gargoyle on mine, but I wanted to add like a mossy, overgrown look to the stand that he was on, and when I saw hers, it looked so cute. So mine looks like he's stone and set, and hers looks like it's come to life and it's ready to play. It's so cute. And then I love her stonework here. I just thought it was a really neat, different take, like a terracotta effect on the stonework. So I really did enjoy that. She did a great job. And then we did the Headless Horseman. Once again, another page chosen by my daughter. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do. It was fun to be in this book, but it's really quick and easy, mindless coloring. So again, with that like splattered effect that I was trying to get into last month. So that was really fun. So yeah, so it was really nice to color in here with her. We'll probably do the same thing next year, about 5 pages until it's all colored up. And we do have the Christmas version of this book, so we'll be doing that for Christmas as well. All right, next up, I do have a cute and cozy Spooky Times coloring book by Diddy Plums. I really do enjoy Diddy Plums' line work and characters. And I came in and did this one of the fox and the raccoon going trick-or-treating. I love how they're all dressed up, and then you have these spooky ghosts in the background. So this is all alcohol marker, and then I did just a little tiny bit of highlights with the white gel pen. I outlined the ghosts and gave them some pink Posca cheeks. So yeah, I don't know how I do with my white highlighting. So more often than not, I just tend to stay away from it because I look at everything on the page and I'm like, well, that wouldn't be like super shiny, so I'm not going to do it. Like, it just makes me feel like it gives it a plastic look, and that's why I don't enjoy putting it on many things. But when other people do it, it just looks good. So I don't know what my problem is with that, but I did enjoy coloring this page. I really enjoy this blue-green grass color with the pink sky. I really like those colors together. And then the orange pops off the page, and the purple just offsets everything. So I don't know, like I really like the combination of everything. It's very pleasing to look at, for me at least. So that's done. And then this was basically a great big book of buddy colors last month. Creepy Kawaii Halloween. Everybody obsessed over this book, including myself. So each individual page that I did in this book was with a different buddy. So the first page I'm going to show you, and it was the last page that I completed, was this bat here. And I buddied up with Veronica. She's Colorful Veronica here on YouTube. And I wanted to be different. I never really do a green background, especially when you think it would be in the sky. But I went for it and I really enjoyed it. But after putting all that green down, it needed something. So I thought contrasting color is pink. So I came in with a very pale pink and added it to each of the leaves very, very pale, can hardly tell. And I also added it to the bat, and I think it just makes it pop against all that dark solid green color. So here's Veronica's bat. She colored this in a nanosecond. I'm pretty sure once we decided on the page, I just feel like I got her completed page moments later. She is so good at that. She's a great buddy. So thank you, Veronica, for buddying with me. This was intended for Jamie's hashtag, the wild year of color for bats. I colored a couple bats. I only ended up posting once, so I might sneak this up there still. And then this one I should have done for Jordy Colors hashtag Cinderella, the fairy tales hashtag, because it's got the mice and the pumpkins, but I missed out on that too. But this one was super fun to color. This was a buddy color with Chrissy Wilcox on Instagram, and I think I went a little too extreme with my highlights. Again, I just really wanted to play around with my alcohol markers and play with different colors and really get some like strange odd mixtures in. So I went in with like green and almost like a highlighter yellow for the highlights on these pumpkins. And I think the sections are just too big and thick for my liking throughout the whole entire pumpkin patch. It's just too much, but I do enjoy the different oranges I used for each pumpkin, so at least they're not all the same. And then I do like the purple leaves too. And then I lifted the purple up in the page to these bug characters. So that was really fun. And I'll show Chrissy's page. Oh my gosh. I was like, pumpkins are pumpkins. But when I saw Chrissy's page, I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. So all those blues and purples and the pinks, really, really cool to see. She used Elm Colors color palette, Happy Pumpkins, I believe, for this page, and it turned out really awesome. Thank you, Chrissy. And speaking of Elm Colors, this was a buddy with Erica at Elm Colors. We did this witch. Oh, she is just so fun. I think this is one of my favorite pages in the book. Every time I flipped it and saw this witch, I just thought she is so cute. And I saw Erica was coloring it, so I was like, can I color it with you, please? So we did, and I ended up using one of Erica's color palettes for this. I don't remember the name. Oh, maybe I do. Pinkalicious, because I used all the pink. I remember that. I wanted to use as much pink as possible to make it as pinkalicious as possible. So came in with my alcohol markers and then added a bit to this page. So I did the Folk Art Extreme Glitter on the cape and her hat strap there at the top. And then if you notice some extra little twinkling stars in the background, I added my sequins to the stars in the background. So all alcohol marker except for those bits of glam, and I had so much fun coloring this page. And then I'll pop Erica's up on the screen here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she used the Pinkalicious color palette as well, but it's so awesome to see how different these both came out. So I think the word is transposed. I've got the brownish sky. She's got the brown down here, if I remember, and then I've got the pink bushes and she's got the pink sky. And then her witch is so cute with that white creamy color for the outfit. I really do enjoy that against the darker skin, so she did such a great job with that as always. So thank you so much, Erica, for the buddy color and for providing the amazing color palettes that you chose for last month. And then the last buddy color that I did in this book, which was the first page that I completed. It might have been the first page that I completed for the entire month. I don't remember, but I know I started on this ASAP because I couldn't wait to get in this book. And the first thing that I did on this page without having any direction or knowledge of where I was going with it was this like highlighter outline on the cat with these greens, pinks, and blues. So that was the very first thing that I did on this page without knowing what I was going to do. Once again, just trying to play around with my markers and seeing how they all mix together. So then I wanted to make it a black cat, and when I want to do black things, I just choose a gray color, and in my mind it's black, but I don't want to go black because then it would be too dark and you wouldn't get to see all the other details. So in my mind, this is a black cat. And then thinking about the bottles, I knew I wanted them to glow, and because of the way that I colored the cat, I just took the colors from the cat and put them on the bottles. So that was really fun to do. Challenged myself with this light source to have like a glowing fade effect on the floor, and I enjoyed that process. Whited all the bottles out with my Uniball white Signo pen, yes. And I don't know, I don't think I do many regular toadstools as the traditional red with the white dots, so I decided to do that and love it. And I did this candle in this magenta color because, surprise, surprise, I was thinking of Minecraft. And in Minecraft, they have all these different colored candles that you can do. So you make the candle and you can dye it any color that's in the game. And the magenta candle is my favorite. So I made this the magenta candle because Minecraft. So I'll move mine to the side and I will show Chelsea's. This is Buddy Color with Chelsea. Did I say that yet? I'm so sorry, Chelsea. Chelsea Biggity on Instagram, and it was so enjoyable to buddy this with her. It was our first buddy color together, and we connected so well. It was so great. So love your page, Chelsea. Your bushes are so great and vibrant, and usually I do go for a different color bush myself, like a pink or purple. I really enjoy those colors on the bushes, but I decided against it. So it was really neat to see it on your page because it gave me that satisfaction. So thank you so much. Really enjoyed buddying this with all the lovely ladies. And then next up, this is Yoga Animals So Cute by Kimma Parrish. This is a group buddy color book that I do, hosted by Candace at Happy Catastrophe. And if you would like to join, reach out to her on Instagram. I'm sure she will love to add you. It's an excellent group of ladies. And for the month of October, we did these cute bats doing their acrobats, and this just came out exactly how I envisioned it. I envisioned it with the purple background and then a deeper purple for the branches. I wanted pops of yellow orange, and then for the bats I was undecided. I wasn't sure if I was going to go for the black bats or the gray. I would have made them gray, but then something kept telling me go with white. Go with a white bat. It'll look nice. So I left those to the end, and it was very easy then to see the white bat because the page is white, and I enjoyed it, so I went with it. And I just gave them very, very light gray touches to give something to them. And yeah, I just had so much fun doing this page, and I just adore being in this book. So that's all alcohol marker there. All right, just a couple more to show you guys. So this one here, 50 Halloween Fairy Houses by Camelia Angelkova. And I found it interesting because I kept seeing flip throughs of this book and had to have it. But having it in hand and flipping through, deciding what color, what page I wanted to color, it was difficult. The line work is definitely thicker, and the thing that I do love about this book is that it's like a full page scene, but because the line work is so thick and there are bigger spaces on some of these pages, it was difficult to pick which one I wanted to do. This one's super cute. I mean, I like the pages, but like picturing to color them was just difficult. So I decided on one and I did what I could. So this is the page, and I think you can tell that I just wasn't feeling it with this book. When I pictured the boot, I did picture it this green color with the purple on top. And again, I wanted to work with green because I wanted to do something different. And it just wasn't appealing to me at all. So I really didn't put much effort into this at all after that. Basically just colored everything solid, and at the very end I did add silver Signo. I don't know how well that's picking up because I can't see it at the point of view that I'm at, but on this spider web, and then I added 2 more spider webs, one under here and then one behind the candle, and then some silver up here on this metal work, and gold Signo on the bell in the front. So my gold doesn't really pop up that well. But yeah, I think you can just tell I wasn't feeling it. I just colored it, and it's a colored page. This was an untouched book, and now it's colored in. And I'd love to see how I can progress with it in the years to come. This just was an off page for me. And then another group buddy color book that we have, Nice Little Town 10. This is hosted by Meg at Meg's Coloring Corner. This book is illustrated by Tatiana Bogomastolova, and I adore these books. I really want to see if I can try getting the big compilation book. But we're doing this one, Nice Little Town 10, as a group book over on Instagram. And like I said, Meg hosts it, so if you'd like to join, reach out to her. And the Book Belongs To page was the one that we had settled on for October. And I think maybe I'm the only one that got mine done, but it was very nice to color. I did this with my polychromos, and the time spent on this page was absolutely enjoyable. I loved working with my polychromos on this page. It's, I think, the second time that I did that, because I think I did just one other page all in polychromos and also really enjoyed that. So just thinking about it, it was this one, and I really love the way that this one turned out. This is all polychromos. I think this is the very first thing I ever did with my polychromos was this page, and I have been hooked ever since. So the process of coloring this was extremely enjoyable. I had a really fun time, but looking at the final result, I feel nothing. Like, I don't get excited looking at this. It doesn't bring me joy. I don't think it looks pretty. It's just a colored page. But when I think about the process, that makes me happy. Like, sitting there and taking my time and bringing this to life, that's what makes me happy about this page. So that's very interesting because you don't really hear that much. Usually you'll hear, oh, I had a terrible time coloring this page, so when I look at it, it gives me grief, you know? So it's kind of like the opposite. Like, I had so much fun coloring this, but looking at it, I'm just like, okay. So it's the thought process of how I created this that makes me happy. So still a great page in my book. All right, and then the very last page that I have to share with you guys is not in a coloring book. It's not a PDF, and it's not by any illustrator that you know, and that is because I illustrated this page and colored it. So Joe over at Piggy Pens came up with a splendid idea to become an illustrator and color your own coloring page. And this is what I did. So I think the hardest part about that challenge wasn't actually the drawing itself. It was figuring out what to draw. That was the challenge for me. I would love to continue on with it month by month and see how I progress with my drawing, because that's really exciting to me. Like, it's something that I find interest in. So I want to block off pages of all the months leading up to next October and see how I can progress throughout the months. So we'll see if that ends up happening. It's already almost the end of November. I'm just getting my October completed pages recorded. Well, this is like my 10th attempt almost of recording my completed pages. It just took forever. Oh, that was Ohuhu alcohol marker, by the way. But yeah, my phone just couldn't handle all the thing. I attempted to look at all these pages, all these buddies, and my phone just couldn't handle it. So part 1, part 2, and yeah, October was a blast. November's ending up the same way. So Jen's taking a break in December. Not completely. I mean, I'm still going to color, but you'll probably only see a couple videos from me, if that, and then my completed pages for December. I'd love to share with you New Year's plans, because I got a couple and I'm really excited to share that with you. So that'll come closer to the end of December for me. But yeah, still a lot of stuff to look forward to, but I am going to be quieter in December. So look forward to that, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know, just a little break. So that's everything for October, and be excited for November because it's going to be a wild one too. I might have to break November up into 2 sections because I have a ton of buddy colors as well and plenty of things to pop up on the screen, so my phone's probably going to crash out at that as well. So anyway, thanks so much for being with me today, checking out my pages, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, and have a great and colorful day. Bye.